It's Friday, people.
Oh,
it's
yes,
Friday.
it is a Friday. And I can't wait for us to get into the entertainment gist for today because there's some very interesting stuff in there. But just before that, let me quickly just say, closing out your year, you guys should check out, I think Barack Obama is going to be releasing his memoirs November 2020. So make sure that that is in your schedule for whatever it is you want to read. I'm going to try and read.
Your book list.
Your book list, yeah. I just started reading this year. Because of yesterday's show, actually. But I couldn't do the lease anymore because of traffic and everything, so I used to do ebooks, but now I'm happy to get back on that train. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. So guys, good that you're here. Let's do entertainment, shall we?
Yeah.
And you can join us too at home. Yes, let's tell you what's been happening throughout the week. Kanayo, he gets called to the Nigerian bar. Nigerian veteran actor Kanayo has been called to the Nigerian bar following his graduation from the Law Department of the University of Abuja in 2018 and his convocation in 2019. Now, the star made the announcement on his Instagram page where he shared pictures of himself wearing the traditional robe and wig. He captioned it, "To God be the glory, you can now address me as Anayo Modestus Onyekwere, Esquire MFR, Barrister and Solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria."
Wow.
There he is.
Wow. Congratulations.
Now safe to address me as Anayo Modestus Onyekwere, Esquire, member of the Order of the Federal Republic, Barrister and Solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Yagazi. Onye sinankia neme easy. Yaje law school pass ya. Peace.
Yeah.
He was given that title just last year as an ambassador for the UN. But I don't know about you guys. I will not for the love of me go back to school for anything.
But it does show that dreams can be achieved. You know, it might take a while. It took him a while to get there, but he eventually got it.
You would?
I do.
Yeah.
I want to lecture.
Oh.
I want to lecture, yeah. So
nice.
probably I a master's and a PhD.
Okay.
So first time I went to school was science engineering, yeah. But then in the course of doing this job, of course, I had to do mass communication. Yeah. So I really want to, because I think I've always wanted to bequeath knowledge. Yeah. So for me, it depends on where you're going to school to study. Yeah. So let's say you had a bike class or something. You won't go to school. So it depends on where you're going to study. That's the main.
We're
thing.
doing fine all this week. Nobody had mentioned the bikes, and then
Suddenly.
I'm just saying that it depends on the subject of whatever you're going to study. You understand? School has evolved now. These days, people teach everything
Online.
On his case, however, I mean, he's advanced, so you can imagine what it's like going back to school at that age. I remember going back to school at 30, and I was like, I was in class with your husband, by the way. It was so difficult for me.
That was a long time ago. How old are you? How old are you?
Talking about bequeathing knowledge, I just really need to mention this. Samuel L. Jackson as well is, taking a course in swearing. He's going to be teaching.
Yeah, that's all he does.
So if you're
to
interested
liberate your
in
expressions.
Yeah,
So
if
that's
you're
what I
interested
said.
in
So
learning
it's about
how
what
to
you are learning,
swear.
because almost everything can get a degree in almost anything now.
So that's an art.
So you can imagine.
I don't know how to do it.
Can you imagine nobody wants to get a degree in seduction?
Wow.
That will be you.
Mike.
That's why you're going back to school.
You went there, didn't
All right,
you?
real
What
quick
did you
now.
do
John Boyega, he's ending his ambassadorial deal with Perfume brand following alleged racism. Now, British-Nigerian actor and producer John Boyega has called it quits with the global ambassador for British Perfume, Joe Malone, after they replaced him in an advert in China, but still used the concept. Now, according to him, he came up with the concept and he directed the commercial and all of it. He said that the brand, however, when they took this ad to China, they replaced him while still keeping the concept. And he found that quite offensive because he said that represented his family, his growing up. Some of the people in it were his representations and all. And
the campaign, it even won an award.
The campaign with him in it won an award.
The concept, actually, that concept won an award, and it was very demeaning for him. I mean, there was an uproar on Twitter about it. People were like, John Boyega, he's been standing up, true black representative, speaking against racism.
Do we have details of what happened? Because, you see, we have seen some arts that are optimized for different climes and different
markets.
Good. I'm glad you're going there.
You understand? So I don't know the details. But see, most of the time, we've seen arts that, for instance, the major drink brand that we all know, they have ads that will float in Europe, and then they have ads for
Very true.
Africa.
Yeah.
But it's going to be funny to see an African ad and see a China and a
Okay, so Mike,
now let me
Mike,
say this.
no, let's look
so
at this
if you're going to
critically.
look for an ad in Asia,
He formed the conceptualization for this campaign. Wait a minute.
Do you know that he could have been paid royalties?
Wait a minute. So at what point did they know that, we don't want this black guy anymore. We now want a Chinese guy to be the face for this brand.
Let me jump in
let's
there.
wait for the brand to talk.
And wait a minute.
Let them release. Let them talk.
No, wait a minute. John Boyega said they didn't reach out to him. They didn't say anything. All he just saw was
Boom, bam,
Somebody
Chinese guy.
somebody else, with on the same
Can I
ad
just
with
say
the
this
same
now,
concept. Come on now.
Looky here,
Haba.
see, now in China, it's very, very weird it's not very usual for you to see a black guy on the street in China.
Sure.
Note this.
Very
true.
So for this brand to try and translate that in their own concept, they
Exactly.
had to use a Chinese
They had
form
to.
or semblance.
But I have to.
I also want to say,
yeah.
before I let you speak, Titi, that John Boyega is a very advocative person. This
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
But I just think that this time it's a bit too
Too much, yeah.
Okay,
Come on.
I hear you.
What?
I hear you.
Yes.
But then again, John Boyega is also well known in Asia. Star Wars in Asia is huge.
Okay, then that's a point.
It is huge. He, as a brand in Asia, would have still made waves.
No,
Yeah,
that's
but not with
no.
everything
It would have still
around
made
him in
no,
the ad.
Star Wars,
Never.
the movies, the whole franchise of Star Wars
Never.
makes waves
No,
all
but-
over
but
the world,
yeah, true,
everywhere.
true,
Look, it
true.
does.
John Boyega
Look,
would
you
have
to
still
understand.
sold that
Compared
product.
to,
Okay, so
compared
you
to
all-
if you look at figures, look at Avengers and look at the Star Wars. Star Wars still made over 75% of its money in the US.
True.
Exactly.
So let's never go there. If you are talking about Asia
Yes,
and some of the
so
movies, you're talking about
exactly.
Avengers.
So, yeah, true.
That's
I
that's
agree
where
with
the
you.
Chinese market.
Mike,
and
exactly.
if you talk about one US star, the biggest in Chinese market, it's Dwayne
would
The
be.
Rock Johnson.
Yes.
He's the biggest US star
In
in the
Asia.
Chinese market, in the Asian market, pardon me. This is going by numbers. My point is that, look, like you said, he might have a point. Let us wait for what the brand has to say.
Say.
True.
What is in their documentation? You could have been somebody that said, look, if we're going to cut across, if we're going to make it subcultural in a particular place, we would have to relate to that culture. Like you said, I wouldn't want to see an Asian man selling something to me in Africa.
Very true.
So
I hear you
in
on that,
Asia,
So they would have done the necessary,
So I'm just
taken the
saying,
necessary
research
protocol.
okay, let's hear
Yeah.
from
They could
them.
have done the
Yeah.
necessary.
Let's
They
hear
would have
from
done
them.
necessary protocol.
Let's
due
hear from them.
process. Okay,
Let's hear
John
from them.
Boyega, we like your idea, we like your concept. We're going to pay you for
Yeah.
it, but we would rather use this person that represents
hear
our
from them.
culture,
Let's hear from
represents
them.
our
That's a plane right
person.
now,
And
actually,
the
so
Asia
you
and
guys
the
can
Asian
see it.
market is
See it on the
huge
screen.
Let's hear from
for
them.
every brand.
I mean, I've done
By the
ads
way, I
personally.
love this-
I've done ads
I love this
before
perfume.
that
I love it so
because
much.
they wanted to do something else, and maybe they went ahead. We went and renegotiated, and then
we'll
some
talk.
cash exchange.
Hello, Mr. It was black.
Let's move on, guys. Let's move on.
Okay.
Okay. So now Cardi B. I'm not going to waste time on this. It's filed for divorce.
Thank you very much. Next.
Let's move on.
No, calm down, calm down.
What do you want to talk? What do you want to say about this now? No, let's hear what she wants to say. Oh yeah, no, she wants to talk. She wants to talk.
So the amazing, I'm gonna say the amazing rapper. She's an amazing rapper.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Yes,
she is.
she's a mom. She's a fashion icon. She's someone that when she posts something online like this, everybody is, hey, Cardi
Yeah.
has come. Has decided, So what is that? Why did she make that decision? That's my question.
I beg, Mazi, you have
Why
her
did she
number?
decide? No,
Send it to Titi.
wait now.
Let Titi ask her.
Oh, have you forgotten all those little things that were happening where, Offset was being seen in very questionable places, and then she, he was giving her a lot of great gifts, and then she would put money in the fridge.
Yeah, we
You remember
saw
when
that.
she laid money in the fridge?
Remember what
for
I
him?
said about social
Yeah.
media, and the more you want people to see, the more depressed.
Okay, you
and
said
bad
you're not
it
going to
is.
talk about this
Exactly.
thing.
I don't want to talk about it. It's Titi that
So
is
after
making
all
it
the money in the
That's
fridge
That's just the thing.
that you gave him, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was gonna
That
happen.
That
It was
divorce
gonna happen.
is going to be an expensive one. That's
Listen,
where
yeah,
I'll
so
land.
Kanye West has gone on another Twitter rant, and all I'm going to say is, please, can somebody take his phone away from him?
This should be like the Cardi B or like Kanye has come again.
The
Wow.
truth
Yes,
is,
no?
now he has gone on another Twitter rant, and this time he is he's attacking major record labels such as Universal Music Group and Sony. And according to him, they're giving out slave contracts to artists, alleging that Universal Music Group doesn't want him to buy off his music masters because they want to make billions off of him when he's dead. Is what he said. This is a quote. He said, "Everyone, please cover me in prayer. I'm one of the most famous people on the planet, and the universe won't tell me, or rather, Universal won't tell me what my masters cost because they know I can afford it." He says he wants to buy it back, and he comes up with this Black Masters Matter thingamajig. And I'm thinking,
okay, so the master copy of people's songs, that master copy is so valuable. It is so valuable. That's one of the reasons why Michael Jackson's music is being repackaged and reproduced every year after year after year. And he's basically trying to compare himself. He's trying to make himself a living legend to say, oh,
real quick, let me just say this, that with all of that, read your contract before you sign it. Whatever is in there sticks. You can sign another contract while you're wary of what happened the last time, but not come after. It's the same thing with the Nigerian music industry.
Guy's calling himself Jesus. He's not calling himself Moses. He wants to liberate people. That's all we can do.
Listen, no. One last thing I want to say. Davido released the new videos for his new track, Femme. By the way, Davido has finally come out with these visuals after everybody's been saying that, hey, guy, where's your record? Because Burna Boy kind of like came in and stole all the show. So he's asking you guys to... All right.
Because he rushed. You know when he shot this video? He just got back from the was shooting in the airport. He was rushing and did the...
Well, hey, congratulations to him. We expect the album anytime soon. Hopefully it's going to be something that's going to be really holding us down when it comes to attention.
Yes, sir.
But until then, we're just going to Femme. Let's go on a break. Thank you for joining us inside of Entertainment Roundup. We've got more coming your way inside the next few minutes here on the show. You're going to love it. Stay tuned.